let's talk about AI and art. AI can write poetry, compose symphonies, and paint like Picasso. Well, sort of. But here's the question we're all asking now. Is artificial intelligence enhancing creativity, or is it erasing originality? In this video, we're diving into how AI is transforming art and music. Who's using it? How does it work? What's at risk? And where do we go from here? Let's start with what's actually happening right now. AI tools like Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, and DALL-E 3 are allowing people to generate stunning visuals with just a prompt. Want a cyberpunk astronaut riding a jellyfish through Saturn's rings? Boom, you've got it in seconds. In music, apps like Amper Music and Suno.ai let creators, many with zero musical training, generate orchestral scores, trap beats, and even ambient jazz. And here's the kicker, some of these tracks are charting. In 2023, an AI-generated song by Drake and The Weeknd, called Heart on My Sleeve, went viral, racking up over 15 million views across platforms before being taken down. Not because it was bad, but because it was too convincing. On the one hand, AI is democratizing creativity. Let's say you're an indie game developer. You can't afford to hire 12 artists and a composer. With generative AI, you can still bring your vision to life. You can design concept art, create a soundtrack, and animate characters on a budget. Or maybe you're that songwriter with lyrics but no instrumental skills. Now you can generate backing tracks in seconds and iterate until it sounds right. This isn't just hypothetical. The indie game Eben Light used AI-generated music and textures to build a rich world on a tiny budget. Filmmaker Paul Trillo created an entire short film with AI-generated visuals, haunting, abstract, and cinematic. These tools act like creative co-pilots. They handle the grunt work so humans can focus on storytelling, emotion, and innovation. But it's not all utopian. One of the biggest criticisms is this. AI models are trained on millions of copyrighted artworks, songs, and all sorts of writing, often without the creator's consent. It's like feeding every painting in a museum into a blender and serving the result as new. But artists have started pushing back. In early 2024, a class action lawsuit was filed against Stability AI, Midjourney, and DeviantArt by a group of visual artists. They claim that these platforms use their work without permission to train their models. In the music world, Paul McCartney, Billie Eilish, and over 200 artists signed an open letter calling for protection against what they call deepfake music and unauthorized cloning. They argue that if AI is trained on copyrighted work, it should either pay the original creator or not use that material at all. And it's not just about money, it's about attribution, credit, and what it means to be an artist in the age of machines. So here's the philosophical bit. AI can mimic styles, it can remix, recombine, and optimize. But can it truly create? Critics argue that AI lacks intention. It doesn't have heartbreak. It doesn't have childhood memories. It doesn't know what it means to suffer through a writer's block at 2 a.m. That's why many AI-generated songs sound off, technically polished, but emotionally hollow. A 2023 Stanford study asked listeners to compare human versus AI-generated music. The result? Most people preferred human songs, even when they didn't know which was which. Why? Because the subtle imperfections, the breath between notes, the slight delay in timing, are part of what makes art feel alive. And AI, for all its power, still struggles with that humanity. So what's the solution? Most experts agree AI isn't going away, but we can shape how it's used. Artists and developers are pushing for 3 key principles: transparency, AI companies should disclose what datasets they used, consent, creators should be able to opt in or out of having their work used, and compensation. If your work trained an AI model, you should get a cut if that model earns money. New initiatives like Fairy Train are setting ethical standards, and platforms like Adobe's Firefly now offer compensation for contributors whose work trains their models. The goal? A world where human artists and AI systems collaborate without exploitation. So, is AI destroying originality? Maybe, maybe not. It's certainly changing what it means to be original and who gets to be creative. What matters now is how we, as a society, respond. So tell me, do you see AI as a tool for creativity or a threat to authentic art? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more tech content. Don't forget to check out my box below, and I'll see you next time. Lekker.